Hi, welcome to another Fajardo Friday. I'm going to interrupt my college series for this one important message. And I'm not saying this because of anything that's necessarily happened to me, it's just something that I understand. Um, I tell my students that you have to know who you're working with. And so I tell them that as a communication person, it's important to let them know some things about yourself just so that you can learn to work together. I am bipolar borderline personality disorder. It's something that was diagnosed to me back when I was 31. There was a very traumatic incident that happened in my life, and I literally saw someone pass away right in front of my eyes, like take their last breath. It's very traumatic to actually see something like that. I'd never had anyone close to me pass away, and at least close to me. I'd had relatives, but I didn't spend time with them as much. It is something that is very difficult to accept. And so, there are things that happen to you, and if there's anyone out there who deals with these kinds of things, this message is for people like you. And it's also for people who go through really hard times and they have that moment, just those moments where you feel like everything is just coming down around you. I know that sometimes during those times you think some pretty negative thoughts. Maybe some thoughts of not being here anymore may cross your mind. I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people, when you go through things like that, they try to remind you of things like, oh, your family and the things that you've got going for you, your life. They try to talk to you like that. When you're in that frame of mind, sometimes it just doesn't matter what anybody thinks or how anyone feels. You just feel trapped. Sometimes you feel like you don't have any emotion at all, and all you just want to do is feel something. Sometimes you feel like you have too much emotion, so much emotion that you need to let it all out somehow. It's building up too much and you have to release it somehow. When people tell you things like that, sometimes it's difficult, to even listen. And maybe it's difficult for you to even listen to this right now. But what I think is important is to feel that there's something, a purpose, right? You feel like you've lost your purpose, or you don't know what direction to go in, you don't feel like there's anything for you. Whatever your beliefs are, whether they be religious or not, maybe you don't believe in anything like that, but I believe that, honestly, it's an odd thing to say. In times like that, I think of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. It is my most favorite ice cream in the world, and I love it. There was a time I grew up with it, and then for years they actually didn't have any Baskin-Robbins restaurants in the city that I lived in for a long time, and I thought I was never going to have Baskin-Robbins again, and I was sad, angry. I mean, I love Baskin-Robbins ice cream. And then I found places that did have it, and I realized just how much I missed it. That's I guess the direction I'm going to take you, is that when you're feeling really down, think about the things that you really enjoy. I enjoy Baskin-Robbins ice cream. I enjoy yakisoba. It is a wonderful, yummy dish in Japan, and again, for a long time, I thought I was never going to have it again because we weren't living in Japan anymore. And then one day it just showed up, and I get it whenever I can. I stock up on it whenever I can. And there are things that I also love to do. I love to take photography. I love to do photographs. I love to Um, I love to travel a lot when I can, anywhere. I just love to experience things. And of course, I love other kinds of food. I love pillows. I love really, really soft, soft pillows. I love cuddling those pillows. For a long time, I had my wonderful dog, and I loved him. He was like a child to me. And then he passed away not too long ago, and that was difficult. But I feel like I got him back again. It's a different kind of story, and I might tell it to you sometime, but I have my little boy again, and I love taking care of him. And I think he would be crushed if I weren't there for him. I want you to know this because there are other things, whether you feel like you have purpose or not. I love to teach. I love to be around my students, but they go away eventually. They graduate, and then what do you have, right? So, but what I do think about is I don't ever want to be in a situation where I'm without Baskin-Robbins ice cream again. I don't want to be in a situation where I can't have my yakisoba again. I want to see my pictures. I want to look at them. I want to take them every day. I want to have time to do more with them. There are places I haven't gone yet, and I am going to do whatever I can to go there sometime soon, someday. I think that maybe if these other ways, if what people say isn't working for you, maybe this way will, because it's a different way of thinking. It really is a different way of thinking. And sometimes it's hard when you're really deep into whatever it is you're feeling. But if there's an opportunity at any point in time, and if it somehow works, then think of these things. Think of your favorite food. Think of places you want to go. Think of just something that you don't want to do without. And I hope that helps you. Thank you for listening.